everybody, Malinka here, and I'm curious, what are you doing this November? Well, on BookTube there's this challenge created by Olive and James, Nonfiction November, and I said this is great. I really want to try this because I have a harder time reaching for nonfiction books because they're generally harder for me to read. They're not as quick and fluent and creative as the fiction books. For this I said I will definitely do it, so count me in, of course. And I went through my books and I went to the library to see what I can pick up. Therefore, the girls that started this challenge, they're really cool. They divided for 4 categories. I think it's culture, science, technology, and history. I don't know for sure, but I will link their videos down below with all the descriptions, and you can follow them and follow this challenge. So I did go to the library and I went a little bit crazy. Obviously I will not manage to read all of them in November. Nonfiction, as I said, it's a little bit harder for me to read, but I really wanted to have options because some of these books I already started reading and then I just dropped it. I could not keep myself interested, so I will give them a second chance, but I just want to have other books in case I don't continue with the ones that I have started. So I don't know, I have not divided them by category. I'm not that organized, but I will just mention which category they fall in, or it's already obvious. So the first one that I have is Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl. I've heard about this book so many times and I know, like, in general lines what it is about. It's just that every time I try to read or see a film that includes the Holocaust, I get overwhelmed by the feelings and I stop. I just don't want to. I'm aware of what happened, I just don't want to read. But I feel like I can read this one because it's fairly short and I just want to read it. Now I have the chance. The next is Maya Angelou, her autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Ruth Rendell's Anthology of the Murderous Mind. Actually, this is my own book. I don't know where I got it. I don't know why I got it. I don't know why is it in my library, my small library. Until I read on the back that it analyzes the murders in the literature world, so this makes a little bit more sense because I'm not curious to read about murderous minds, but since it is related to literature, I might give it a try. Next is Kama Sutra. I bought this book last year as like a joke and I tried to read it, but it was so hard to read. It's just but I will give it a second try, and if it's not working out I will just get rid of it. The King Must Die by Mary Renault. I started this book before because I'm always fascinated about myths and rewriting of myths. I don't know why I put it down and never tried it again. And I'm not even sure if this falls into nonfiction. Does it fall into nonfiction if it follows a myth? I really don't know. I need some education, guidance, please. So next one is Istanbul, Memoirs and the City by Orhan Pamuk. This was given to me by my best friend Gizem, my Turkish best friend, and I started it. I just did not continue. It was a biography and I was not getting into it, but now I'll try and make it an effort. I only reached 27th page. Next, again to my shame, a book that I started but did not finish, Judging a Book by Its Lover, a field guide to the hearts and minds of readers everywhere by Lauren Leto. I won this in a giveaway and a kind person sent it to me so I could read it, but I never finished it. I only read until like this much. I will do the effort to read it and finish it, and I hope that I'll get into it this time. Next I have some very plain looking books, but they are really cool. This is Benjamin Franklin autobiography, and the cover is like this because I took it from the library and apparently somebody the cover was damaged, so they rebranded it, and look how it looks. But I was always curious to read about Benjamin Franklin, and I think this is the perfect occasion. Next, I have The Third Way by Anthony Giddens. I'm really sorry, Mr. Anthony. The renewal of social democracy. I'm doing my master's in international relations, and democracy and politics are a big part of it. Unfortunately, I don't have the previous education in it, and for me it's really difficult to understand some of the things, so I feel like I should probably read more. Less Gone Girl and more, social democracy. Next, I have The Theory of Moral Sentiments by Adam Smith. Adam Smith, as you already know, it's the father of economics, but I've not read this book, and this is supposed to be one of his major life achievements. So I will give it a try, even though I'm scared. Look at this chunk of a book. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't write like creative things. He writes basic economics and like the thought of how he got there. Well, it will probably be non-fiction November and December and January, probably, but I will really do my best. And when I say I will do my best, I actually do my best. The next is The End of the History and the Last Man by Francis Fukuyama. I think I'm the last person on the universe that has not read this book. It's because it was not available in my country, in Moldova, for a long time. Then when it was available, I was not there, so I decided to give it a try now that I have the time and motivation. And the last one, but not the least, Comparative Politics. This, I think it's a textbook or an additional material to the class. Domestic Responses to Global Challenges by Charles House with double S. So this is my selections. I really hope that I will manage to read some of them entirely, others for completing them, and the third category will be the ones that I will just probably abandon because some of them I already given my effort, but I will do my best. And let me know, what are you reading? Let me know if you're joining this challenge, and also let me know if retelling of a myth is non-fiction. I don't think it is, so maybe I should take it out. So that is it. Bye bye.